Topsy falling 2 places.
The pro trying to move around the outside. Oh, the classic down.
Takes Scalars again, and he goes for a jump.
Oh, there's goal.
How the hell did you get 10 seconds?
Something has happened there. Between the two teammates.
Oh, he looks. Oh, the contact.
It's Chew, I think. Well,
Oh my.
oh
Oh my goodness, this is out.
and your championship winner, ladies and gentlemen, Starlight in the McLaren to cross the line and win the championship.
We are literally just waiting.
Yeah, okay.
Hello.
Hello everyone, and welcome to MCS Round 2 Japan. Tier 1 is going to be an interesting race. We've got a newcomer on the grid in the Sauber. He's saying that he's a really fast driver and he could put up to BMW Grenades. But yeah, we'll have an exciting race.
But then we have VMV Grenade, also, who's a different kind of beast. Because let's look at the stats. In the 3 races he has done in this league, he's won all 3. Will he make it? Will we keep that 100% win streak? Let's find out.
Missed a bit because my mum was in the room, but as the half of the grid is now on their out laps. Oh, and there's a bit of a moment there for Kuba. Bit of traction loss on his out lap. Before the race, Gil has said, I don't know if it was sarcastically or unsarcastically, that he wants to drop to tier 2. If that's true, we will find out in the next couple of races. But now Pierre is going to start his flying lap, and now he crosses the line, flying down the main straights, going through turn 1 pretty cleanly. Now entering the S sections. It's by far, for me, the most beautiful section in F1. Now, Sector 1 time is pretty decent. It's a 32.1. That is pretty slow, but taking into consideration he's tier 2 driver, it's pretty good. But in tier 1 it won't do much. Now going through this hairpin here, really slow on the exit. Now going down through the turn, what is this, 13 and 14. Now flying down the back straight.
There's Giggles just in front of him.
Overtake on green sector 2. I know it's purple for Pierre. Approaches the chicane, turns in, can't keep the power on because of mid-exit. And what's his time gonna be? It's 128.862, which momentarily puts him up front. And now Nocti also approaching the finish line. Nocti a 128.896. For the Red Bull reserve, as now we can also see the Sauber going out, and VMV Grenade now starting its flying lap. The championship leader after the first race, really fast, but Nixon Ipsu now 3/10 faster than Pierre in the first sector. So it's a purple sector 1. But Nixon Ipsu at the moment, and Sayenu takes the fastest sector 2. It's a 38.529. So now taking the final chicane. Nixon Ipsu steals the fastest sector 2, and Sayenu takes provisional pole with a 128.0. Now Nixon Ipsu also finishing his lap. He's gonna be a 128.0. Q3 for Nixon Ipsu. Major loss of time in the third sector, but now as we go on to spectate VMV Grenades, he's turning out to be really, really fast. I think that was like 4 tenths he was faster in the first sector than Sayenu.
Yes,
Something like that.
yes, they both listen. And for this race, we are using the special livery of McLaren.
And now VMV Grenade sets the fastest sector 2, double purple by now. Will he get the third purple to complete a pretty much perfect lap, getting a decent exit out of the final corner? And VMV Grenade sets a 127.046 to stake provisional pole here at Suzuka.
0.970 seconds.
And Gigasus is on his in-lap right now, and as the Sauber of Ryan has now started his flying lap. And let's see, going through the first 2 corners decently. Now we get the onboards for the S section, dropping down 1 gear from 6th to 5th gear. Taking here the final corner in 5th gear of the S section. A bit of a slip there, on the curb a bit too much, could have ended badly. And sector 1, it's a faster sector 1, 1/10 faster than VMV Grenades. Now let's see the second sector. Ryan brakes hard for the hairpin, a bit of a lock-up there as you could hear from the tyres. But it's turned out to be a really, really promising lap for the Sauber driver on his debut race in MCS. And Ryan now approaching the back straight, hasn't gotten stuck on that curb there in turn 14. That is really, really good. And
The
now Ryan
championship
says
wheel,
fastest
VMV
sector
isn't
2. 2.5 tenths faster than VMV Grenade in sector 2. Ryan now taking the chicane really smoothly, really nicely, going through the final corner. What lap time will he set? And it's a 126.883 for the Sauber driver to take provisional pole and steal it from VMV Grenades. As now Kuba Racing goes up to 3rd position, 7 tenths slower than Ryan. VMV Grenades knows he has to do better out there, as his pole is in danger by the Sauber. As now we're spectating M.A. Vinci who's going to finish his sector 1. That is 8 tenths slower in the first sector in comparison with Ryan's sector 1 time. Now approaching the hairpin, going pretty nicely. Bit of a lock up there for M.A. Vinci in turn 13 there. Now trying to get a smooth turn 14. Oh, nearly track limits there, but stayed with the car on track. M.A. Vinci on the back straight now, 1.2 seconds slower than Ryan in the second sector. He wins him time Kane to put him up in the potential P5 maybe. We'll find out right this moment. Now he will cross the line to set a 128.245.
VMV is wanting to respond to Ryan's challenge for the lead.
Yeah, of course, they're both quick drivers. But Ryan just said in private that his lap was bad. So we'll see if he has more in him, but yeah. VMV Grenade, I'm pretty positive he also has more in him.
Yes, he does. Hey. both these drivers have more in.
This potentially could be, if both the drivers stay in the league, this potentially may be the best title fight we've seen since Dami
season
Lee.
1. Yep.
And now VMV Grenade going over the line to start his flying lap here at Tezuka. There's an Alpine out of the pits. Needs a major problem for VMV Grenade as he goes cleanly without needing to avoid the Alpine there on the exit. The Alpine of Pier that was, I think.
No, that was Kuba.
Oh, what's that? Kuba, yeah, Kuba.
Yeah, I can tell you who Ryan is in front of VMV, and then there's Noxie.
Now in the first sector, VMV Grenade steals purple sector 1 by 2/10 of Ryan. Now will he keep the momentum going?
VMV.
Getting out of the way clearly to let VMV pass. And so does MA Vinci. No, Noxie, sorry.
Yes.
VMV Grenades. Now
I don't know who's in front. Is the I do not know who that is.
Ooh, that is
But
nearly
it's
track
next to-
limits for VMV Grenade. I think he got a bit stuck on the curb there for a moment, but that was really, really close. Now he's lost 1/10 in the second sector. He's gotten a bit of a cross there in 130R. Now approaching the chicane, trying to take it really, really fast and really smoothly. Will that chicane win him time? And now let's see, it's a 126.717 for VMV Grenade to take the original pole. But now Ryan also starting his flying lap. Let's see, will he have a response to VMV Grenade? Now Ryan trying his best to not invalidate or go on the grass here in the X section. If you mess up the S section, your entire lap is pretty much messed up. Getting that curb there on the exit, and now approaching the end of sector 1. Will it be faster? Yes, it is by 0.5. What a lap from both the drivers. Now, whoa, that Williams was dangerous. Who that was, I don't know, but that was really dangerous. Really joined the track with a bit of a swerve back. Yeah, that could have ended in a bad way, but luckily he didn't. Now Ryan taking turn 14, a really tricky turn. There's the McLaren of VMV Grenade, I suppose, letting him past.
Yes, it is.
Now, whoa, 4/10 faster in the second sector. What a drive! What a qualifying this is for Ryan. Trying not to invalidate on the last chicane, getting a great exit out of there, approaching the line, and it's a 26.499 for Ryan. He steals pole by 2.18 What a lap! Oh, and that's Hayenu! That's Hayenu sliding nearly into the wall in the gravel. Hayenu broken front wing there for the McLaren driver.
On both sides.
Faster sectors. VMV Grenade still has faster sector 3, but the first 2 sectors belong to Ryan, who also has the better lap. Right now, will Ryan go out for another lap? We do not know, but as we can see, VMV Grenade is already in the pits, and Ryan will also probably go out for another lap as his position right now isn't really safe in as provisional pole. But yeah, let's see how much more the drivers still have in there, in them. As we now get the graphic of top speeds, Ryan holds the top speeds by there must be some mistake as VMV Grenade has it with 308.7 kilometers an hour. No? Is the telemetry wrong?
That's no mistake. That's no mistake. The thing is, yes, VMV might have the fastest top speed, but but that's not the fastest overall. That is the fastest at the speed trap.
Yeah. And Nocti on his out lap right now. The majority of the drivers are now in the pits, waiting for the 250-minute mark, I suppose. As we now see the McLaren of Sayenu gone out. But yeah, Gilhaz is still in the pits, and he is the only one who hasn't set a lap time yet this session. If he invalidates this lap, that will be pretty unlucky because Gilhaz is a pretty decent driver. He could get a P8, no, actually P7. But yeah, Noxy starting his flying lap. Many drivers going out now, as we see Ryan is also going out, and one of the Aston Martins. Yeah, pretty much everyone is now going out, and that is wait, who's that? I can't see his name because of the private telemetry. But yeah, Noxy going through the S section, and oh yeah, that's Pistol.
Yeah.
Nocti 1.8 seconds slower than Ryan in the first sector. Oh, gonna wait on the grass there, and he has aborted his lap.
Hold on.
And that is VMV Grenades. I mean, no, Ryan lets in VMV Grenade last. That is also the Williams of
That's the
what's that?
PRT.
PRT Pistol. Yeah, Pierre is now on a yellow sector 1, approaching the hairpin, and that's a really dangerous region from the Williams that will be looked into. Yes, but Pistol is just driving really dangerously. Hopefully he doesn't get in the ways of VMV Grenades and Ryan, because these two are still in a fight for pole position. Yeah. And VMV Grenade and Ryan both warming up their tyres really well. They want to have warm tyres for their last flying lap. Now VMV Grenade will be the first one between the two to start his flying lap. Now we'll switch in between the laps, but now VMV Grenade, let's see, will he do better in the first sector than before? Or will Ryan still be the record holder for Sector 1?
Yeah, I'll watch VMV. You guys watch Ryan.
Yeah.
Well, I can watch one.
Oh wait, we've got both telemetries on. We've got both telemetries on the stream.
Right.
But yeah, as VMV Grenade is now approaching the. Ooh, that is 20 milliseconds slower than Ryan in the first sector. It's for sure an improvement, but it is still not a purple sector for VMV Grenades. Ryan is also slower in the first sector, and that's a yellow sector for Ryan. Also 20 milliseconds slower than his previous sector 1, which is a record holder this session. But now VMV Grenades going through turn 14. As I said multiple times, watch out for the curb not getting validated. That's really great use of the track lines there, of the track limits. And VMV Grenade now 2/10 slower in the second sector. Ryan hasn't validated, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if VMV Grenade wins time in the last sector, it will be VMV Grenade. Oh! VMV Grenade into the wall! And that is a session over for VMV Grenades. What has happened there?
No, I think he might have done that due to him knowing that he couldn't.
Yeah,
Oh.
probably, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen,
I don't know.
well, that is Ryan on pole position in his debut here in MCS. What a better start! You can't imagine to have a better start than this. But yeah, congrats to Ryan. Unlucky for VMV Grenades, but
Next to each other.
Yeah, this will be an intense race. Between BMW Grenades and Ryan.
But VMV has proven time and time again. VMV has proven before that he can get the win after starting from second. So you do not want to count him out.
Yes, indeed. BMW Grenades, after that Austria race, you saw he never gives up. On that comeback drive, while Spooky Lucky was on a 1-stop, but he was on a 2-stop, so he still managed to win the Grand Prix. Oh, well, you should know that never counts BMW Grenade out. As we now are waiting for the drivers to do their strategies for the race, while we will take a quick break and we will be right back at Lights Out.
Matt, I cannot even try.
Oh.
I'm on spectator mode.
Oh.
As now, ladies and gentlemen, the engines roaring, 5 lights, and it is lights out and away we go for the Japanese Grand Prix. And Ryan gets a decent start. No, but VMV gets the better one and he takes the lead of the rest heading into turn 1. And that's VMV and Ryan going off. Wow. Both drivers are going off and that's a collision. Oh, and now 3 cars off track and that includes VMV Grenade and Ryan, who are down by loads of positions. Not even 1 sector. Farms already chaos in this race. In turn 1 and 2. And it's Kuba who leads the race. And Sayenu who beats you. Everyone following up to Kuba, who is a pretty decent driver. Will he hold on to the leads? But the question is, will Ryan and VMV Grenades catch up to the rest of the pack? And Ryan round outside. What an amazing move from Ryan. Now still hoping to gain those positions.
From VMV. But some
And that's Captain who spun and
positions.
VMV does a double overtake in 1 corner. Sayenu's on a warning. Yeah, Ryan and VMV also already up to P8 and 9. Not even 2 sectors. And now that's Pierre and Noxie intense battling and Ryan tries to get included in there. And that's VMV Grenade side by side with Ryan. And that's VMV Grenade going off. And that's Pistol who goes through. And VMV Grenade who goes down to P11. Ryan loses a position. He's in P9 now. PRT Pistol overtakes him. But now Ryan tries to keep concentrated. And oh, that's Pistol going up and into the barriers, and that's a yellow flag. And that is Pistol into the barriers. And no front wing for him after a major traction loss. And no safety car, nor virtual safety car on track. But that was a pretty big hit by Pistol. And now Ryan in the hairpin trying to do a switch back. He overtakes Peer. Now Ryan up to P7. So now right behind Nocti. Only 110 behind Nocti. Side by side with Nocti. Ryan and Nocti. Ryan gets the move done. And Ryan is now up to P6. And Nocti goes
Whoa.
wide.
Pear.
And VMV Grenades. What's happened to VMV Grenades?
He made contact with Pear, I think.
I think, yeah, possibly contact with Pear or with Gigasus, but we don't know. But that was VMV Grenade has gone off
So
now.
he was right behind a Alpine at the time.
Yeah, so that's Pear. And Cooper Racing
Yeah.
now set his lap. But this is not looking to be a great race for the McLaren of VMV Grenade. I think he has damage, so he will have to pit.
He doesn't have damage. VMV
No, he
does
doesn't
not
have
have damage.
damage. But yeah,
I've
he
got
took
telemetry.
130R really wide, so I was I don't know. But PRT Pistol gets a 3-second penalty for track limits. Ryan up to P6 is 1.3 seconds behind Gilhaz. And now it's only 1 second behind. He's looking to get into the DRS zone of the Williams. But yeah, Gilhaz is also only 4 tenths behind Nixu Nipsu in P4. But Sayenu with a 3-second penalty and PRT Pistol serving a penalty, I think. But Ryan nearly gets freight trained by Gilhaz, but Ryan is ultimately up to P5. Now he's going to hunt down Nixu Nipsu for that P4 spot. And now that's Nixu Nipsu out of the DRS zone of Sayenu. But M.A. Vinci is proven to hold on to P2 and even challenge for the lead as he's only 3 tenths behind Cuba Racing. This will be an interesting battle on the main straight between the Alpine and the Red Bull. And now M.A. Vinci with the DRS. DRS activated. But M.A. Vinci has less battery. But will he be able to make the move? No, he isn't. He stays behind. Heading into turn 1 as Ryan takes the fastest lap of the race. But no, VMV Grenade steals it. And Ryan now only 2 tenths behind Nixu Nipsu. Will he go for the move? In the hairpin maybe, or will he go for the move earlier? And maybe, but if you go for a move earlier, that will be really risky in this part of the track. So he retracts a bit. He's now 4 tenths behind. I think he'll go for the move in the hairpin. 4 tenths behind. I think he's too far behind. So yeah, he stays behind, trying to get a great exit and go for the move on the back straight, or maybe in turn 13 or 14. But VMV Grenades in P10, 1.2 seconds behind Captain. And now Ryan gets pushed a bit wide by Nixu Nipsu. Nixu Nipsu cuts him off. Yeah. He kind of forced him off there, blocked his way through. Ryan lost around 3 tenths because of that. Will he go for the lunge in the chicane? Let's see. No, he doesn't.
VMV though, catching massively on Captain MGF.
He's waiting for the DRS to come. He knows that Nixu Nipsu doesn't have any. So now Ryan, let's see. Following Nixu Nipsu. Nixu Nipsu, I don't know if that were 2 moves. But Ryan ultimately gets past Nixu Nipsu. And now his next hunt is going to be Sayenu in P3. But a VMV Grenade in the meantime also goes up to P9. Overtakes
nice move.
on the main straights.
Like, Captain did not try and defend it.
Yeah, actually, you know, VMV Grenade is driver much faster than Captain, so it's better not risking anyone's race here to just try and to defend but cleanly. But Ryan is trying to catch up, but yeah, so is VMV Grenade. He's in a sandwich between Captain and Peer. But Captain is losing time on VMV Grenade, but VMV Grenade is winning time on Peer. Pierre is also on warning, so is
VMV
Cooper.
needs to move.
And now
That
VMV down the inside of turn 13, and VMV grenade goes up to P8. Fantastic move by the McLaren driver, and Ryan has already catched up to Sayenu, who will have DRS on the main straight. He's won maybe 2.5 seconds in half a lap. And now P gets a 3-second time penalty. MA Vinci is too far behind to make a move on Kuba Racing, and now Ryan is right behind Sayenu. Now he's trying to go side by side with Sayenu, swerves a bit across the track. Ryan will go for the move. No, maybe not. He's a bit too risky, considering he's 5 tenths behind right now. Now Ryan, full speed, chasing Sayenu. Yeah, as you can see in lap 5, Sayenu lost 2 seconds, and that's a yellow flag in sector 1. That is Gigas and Captain who's gone off. I do not know what happened to him, and that is his front wing gone. But yeah, going back to Sayenu and Ryan. Ryan chasing that podium spot. A lot more battery than Sayenu. They are both deploying right now. Sayenu's in overtake mode. He's winning time on Ryan, but Ryan knows he has the DRS and more battery for the main straight, which is going to go in his way.
VMV catching on Nocti as well.
Yeah, VMV Grenades doesn't give up. He will fight until the end. But now Ryan with the DRS on the main straight, closing in on Sayenu. Round the outside, he makes the move done, and he is back on the podium spots. Next target is
remove. Whoa!
VMV Grenade, that was a interesting move.
That was,
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, he just caught him off into the pit line, but yeah, maybe that will get looked into, but it's not major. But yeah, there could have been happening something major out of it, major crash that could have brought out a safety car. But yeah, that was a pretty dangerous move. And now Ryan already won half a second in half a lap. Yeah. I mean, what do you mean? What do you think, Blackhicks? Do you think Ryan is still going to win after that lap 1 Getchy incident, or?
We still have 20 laps, 19 to 20 laps to go. So it is anyone's game. Because we've already seen how fast BMV is. We've already seen how fast Ryan is. They are I would say they are probably above the rest of the field. The only person who can remotely give them a decent challenge would probably be Kuba. But
yeah, but MA Vinci now going for the move on Kuba, and he is the new race leader for Kuba. A switchback. Yes, he does a switchback. And it is Kuba that regains the lead. Ryan is now 1 second behind MA Vinci and Kuba, who are in the middle of an intense fight. VMV Grenades is 4 seconds behind. Gil has. Captain has a 3-second time penalty. Now MA Vinci helping to get the move on Kuba, but he just can't seem to do it. Every time on the main straight, on the only DRS zone of this track, he's just too far behind. But yeah, Ryan now closing in. He's now almost the same time behind MA Vinci as MA Vinci is to Kuba Racing. Will he go for a double overtake on the main straight? I do not think so, unless they close and they bunch up a bit more. But yeah, they are already pretty close. MA Vinci is now in the middle of a sandwich. It is going to be dangerous for MA Vinci's position here. But as you can see, MA Vinci has been holding on to that position for the race so far, and it is Ryan who goes up to P2. He has less battery than Kuba, but yeah, he will have DRS. Ryan. Now let's see Ryan. Will he overtake Kuba? No, he doesn't. He won't. He will be too far behind to make the move, and tyre wear for
Nick is in
Ryan
the pit. So
57% in general, 56. Something like 46, sorry. But next to Nipsu pitting for hards, those are. Stop time at 2.2 for the Ferrari driver. And now Ryan pushing to get the lead of the race.
But what is this? A battle between MGF and Captain? No, Captain and PRT. This is.
Well, what? P has some sketchy
P11.
internet. But yeah, battle for P11 between Captain and PRT Pistol. Both on the time penalty, so it's the position that matters here the most. And Captain doesn't seem to be overtaking Pistol. And there's a yellow, and that is Sayenu.
Vinci.
MAV.
Vinci was on the grass, which might give.
I think that was a collision between Sayenu and that's Ryan side by side with Kuba. Ryan right behind Kuba. He loses a bit at the back of the car. He's 3 tenths behind now, but that's Sayenu in P3 and MA Vinci losing a lot of time. Ryan, will he be able to make the move on the main straight? Kuba closes him in a bit, doesn't give him much space, but Kuba ultimately holds on to the race lead. But Ryan doesn't give up. They're now side by side hanging into the S section, and Ryan is now the race leader, still side by side, and Kuba takes the position. Kuba takes the position after this sector 1 intense battle between the Alpine and Sauber. But will Ryan have a response and ultimately take the race leads? Well, we do not know, but VMV Grenade is now in P5 at around 9 seconds.
In as well to that.
Yeah, at around 10 to 11 seconds behind Ryan, VMV Grenade. It is going to be a tough battle, but we've still got 17 laps remaining, so you never know what's going to happen. Captain and Gigasus now battling for P10, and that is Captain into the points.
Oh, I just realised something.
And that's Pistol retiring from the race in the pits. Thought there would have been maybe a safety car, and that's Ryan on the inside. On the inside, in 130R. Now he's trying to go on the outside of the chicane. Kuba gets a better exit, and that's some wheel banging there. Ryan is side by side. Who will get the DRS? Kuba does get the DRS. Ryan does not have any battery anymore, and Kuba takes the position, and that is Sayenu in the pits. And it's a double stack from McLaren.
Let's see if they can do it. They do it perfectly.
Oh, not really perfectly. VMV Grenade had to wait a bit, but
yeah.
Oh, front wing change for VMV.
Maybe there was a slight damage that I did not see.
But yeah, Nipsu now making his way into P5. After that pit stop, so Nipsu is in a pretty decent position right now, but Ryan would have to go pit any moment. And Ryan, Nipsu overtakes P to go up to P4. Kuba Racing gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Now that changes the story of this race completely. Mathematically, Ryan now has the race lead in his hands. All he needs to do now is hang on to this position and not lose any time, but he will be going for the overtake. He's now nearly 1 car length ahead in the chicane, and Kuba car to the chicane. They're side by side. Kuba going into the pits, so is Ryan. Let's see. It will be Ryan probably who will get ahead of Kuba. And that is Ryan in front of Kuba, but it will be close on the pit exit. And that is Gilhaz, the race leader now. It's Sayenu. Now battling with Nocti and Pier. And yeah, it's now Ryan in P3, 6 cents behind Nick Nipsu.
Trying to make it past Nocti. Now Nocti is on the track from Pear. From my data, they both have not pitted.
Yeah, there's still a couple of drivers on the grid that haven't pitted. They will be trying to just push the one stop.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, also when you pit on lap 11 or one stop, it's completely possible. Yeah, VMV Grenades, one warning. Yeah, but Nixon Ipsu, Nocti and Gigasus both on their second warnings, only one warning away from a 3-second penalty. Ryan now closing in on Nixon Ipsu. Will Nixon Ipsu try and put out a defense on Ryan? Ryan will have the DRS on the main straight. VMV Grenade sets the fastest sector 2. Ryan is 6 cents behind. He won't overtake Nixon Ipsu on the main straight, and Captain gets a 3-second penalty. And that is now Nocti pitting. But it is VMV Grenades with the fastest lap of this race so far, and it is VMV Grenades up to P8. And it's VMV Grenades trying to catch up to MA Vinci. That's a bit of a slip there for VMV Grenades. Watch out for that. And now as Ryan and Nixon Ipsu pretty much have the same battery percentage. Yeah, but will Nixon Ipsu hold on to his P2 position, or will he not? His tyres are in a worse condition than Ryan's, but yeah, at the end of the race, it will matter. Nixon Ipsu has less battery than Ryan now by around 15%. Braking with the chicane, passing through it smoothly. Ryan will have the DRS, and this time he will most probably overtake Nixon Ipsu to go and get the P2.
Overtake on Emma Vinci.
Oh, that's Nixon Ipsu with a dangerous defense on Ryan. Ryan is now up to P2. Now the gap between him and Gilhaz, the race leader, is 9 seconds. Now Ryan just has to hold on to this position and win time on Gilhaz. Gilhaz still hasn't pitted yet. I think he is now the one and only driver on the grid that hasn't pitted yet. He needs to pit in a lap or so. I mean, more, maybe in 2 laps, maybe I'd say. I reckon Gilhaz will be pitting, but the more he stays out, the more time he loses. So it's a pretty tricky situation here, considering I think now the team has gone to start on the hards, on the hard compound.
Can we talk about how there's a double McLaren, double Red Bull, and double Astons all together? Like there's both.
And Ryan sets the fastest sector 2 lap sector time. But that is VMV Grenades closing on Sayenu, and that's Sayenu now with a 6-second time penalty. Cuba Racing closing in onto Nixon Ipsu. Cuba Racing goes for the overtake on Nixon Ipsu, and the overtake is complete, and it is Cuba Racing up to P3. And the gap between Ryan and Gilhaz is now only 6 seconds. Now Nixon Ipsu loses the rear of the car a bit, loses a bit of time on Cooper Racing, now 5 tenths behind. But Cooper Racing, reminder, he is on a 3-second time penalty. Here going for the overtake on Captain to go into the podium places. And oh, that's Nixon Ipsu. Also now with a 3-second time penalty for the Ferrari driver. Yeah, Gilhaz will need to pit any time soon now.
Yeah. Is he trying to do a George Russell? Trying to do a one-stop in Spa, he did. I think he needs a pit. I would. He still does not pit, though.
Now we're entering a bit of the boring moment of the race, as pretty much nearly the whole grid is separated by 1 second or more,
Except and
Gigasus and Peer.
Oh.
And Ryan fastest sector 1.
Pistol.
Will Ryan try and steal the fastest lap points from the
He
Grenades?
goes out on the outside. Okay. He makes a move on into turn 1 and 2. Can he hold on to it?
And now Gilhaz, he needs to pit this on the next lap because he is losing loads of time on Ryan, and pretty much the whole grid. He will come out, I think, right in front of VMV Grenades, maybe. But yeah, now Ryan will have to DRS on the main straight, but Gilhaz is going into the pits. And it is Ryan who definitively now takes the lead of the race after that lap 1 incident. VMV Grenade still hasn't completely recovered.
Tino and VMV are in. Tino is into podium position.
Yes, he is. Yeah, that's Nixon Ipsu pitting again. But yeah, VMV Grenades and Tayenu, who knows, maybe they will play some team game. But yeah, that we will see that in the next couple of laps. Still 10 laps to go in this race. VMV Grenade is now pushing as fast as he can to win as many positions and maybe even challenge for the race leads. Oh, and as the weather conditions say, in 5 minutes there is an 8% chance of rain, but yeah, that is really, really low.
I can look at my telemetry to see if that lines up. Yeah, I would not even consider it rain because it's literally from 15 to... Yeah, it's literally going up and down.
Yeah.
But there is one thing I would watch out for: the track temperature going down.
Yeah, but Kuba Racing is one major time on Ryan. I think Ryan has lost around a second. in a lap or so. But yeah, Kuba is now 1 second behind Ryan. We should watch out for that, because Ryan is losing a lot of time. Maybe Ryan is just harvesting. That could also be an option. But Kuba Racing is back to challenge for the race leads. Kuba Racing, he will not have DRS for the main straights. And that's Kuba Racing spins! He's in the pits now, but he's spun. He's been reset into the pits. Oh, what was that? And that is Sayenu up to P2. And that will be VMV Grenade up to the podium places. What happened to Kuba Racing? Wow! Now Kuba Racing made a pit stop to mediums. But yeah, what happened? That cost him the podium, pretty much. And that now, Sayenu is 9.5 seconds behind Ryan. In addition, with a 6-second time penalty, and VMV Grenade is 1.5 seconds behind Sayenu without a time penalty, and that is the Alpine of Kuba Racing on the gravel. I do not know what he wants to do. If he wants to take Ryan, yeah, I genuinely do not know what Kuba Racing is trying to do, but it's for sure pretty interesting. But as now, VMV Grenade has entered the 1 second range between him and Sayenu, and now Ryan is on 2 warnings. He's on his 2nd warning now. And that was Kuba Racing again. But now Reward Grenade, who makes the move on Sayenu. Up to P2 now, VMV Grenade. This could be a double podium for McLaren. But yeah, I do not know what's happening to Kuba Racing. He's given up, or?
Do you want me to? Maybe there's something else.
No, but he's still in control of the car, but he's just acting weirdly. But yeah, VMV Grenade is 10 seconds behind Ryan.
Oh.
But if Ryan, and that is Gigasus, out of the race, he has given up. Kuba Racing pits in again. And he has retired from the race. Kuba Racing also has given up. And there's now only 9 drivers remaining on track. Kuba Racing's wheel it's not working, as he said. But yeah, it's now VMV Grenades. Not winning loads of time, but he is winning. He has won maybe 3/10 last lap. Oh, no, that's VMV Grenade, and that is Spear. He nearly VMV Grenade. No, that is the retired car of Kuba. Okay, that was interesting. Yeah, VMV Grenade really unlucky to be losing 1 second on Ryan because of that retired car of Kuba who blocked him. in turn 1. Yeah, now there's pretty much nothing going on in the race, but now as we are entering the last 6 laps of the race, and VMV Grenades has lost another second on Ryan. Yeah, probably
He might just be giving
over.
DRS. He might just be giving DRS to make sure
Yeah.
that Sino doesn't lose a position.
Yeah, because VMV Grenades also, I think he knows it is pretty much over.
Yeah, because
right now.
yeah, you can be the fastest in the world, but you cannot catch 10 seconds to your rival in that many laps. That would be right now it would be 2 seconds a lap, which, yeah, it's possible. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he shouldn't chase it, but I'm saying that it is one hell of a goal.
Yeah, you're right. The possibility of that happening is really, really low, unless a safety car comes out. But I don't think that will happen anymore.
Yeah, and I don't think Sino would give up his spot to do that, or anyone would try and do that.
No,
That
but
would
if
just-
Sayenu
that
would
would be an
do that,
investigation.
yeah, then McLaren would be disqualified from the Grand Prix.
Yeah,
Crashgate 2.0 in 2 races. Who knows?
yeah, we are not Mercedes. No, we're not Renault. We're not Renault. We're not.
Yeah, no,
leading.
but like Top G did it the last race too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the thing is, we have pace.
yep, that is true though. But yeah, as it seems now, oh wait, and now I only see Sayenu has a 6-second time penalty, so his podium place is in danger. So VMV Grenades would have to slow it down to give him DRS, so that MA Vinci can lose more time on Sayenu, but Sayenu also can't afford to make mistakes in this moment.
Yeah, the trick is fought for VMV.
And now Ryan to start the final 4 laps of this race that started in drama, ends in peacefulness, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gil has now chasing down Nixon Ipsu for that P5 spots. But yeah, MA Vinci is winning time on Sayenu, so I mean that which probably means that MA Vinci is gonna get the podium and Sayenu won't. Yeah, Gil has now 8 tenths behind Nixon Ipsu. That is pretty much the only battle going on right now. But Nixon Ipsu is also closing in on MA Vinci, but if Nixon Ipsu overtakes MA Vinci, he still won't get the podium, as he also has got a 3-second time penalty. But yeah, MA Vinci's P4 is now in danger. If Gil has grabbed it, yeah, but that will most probably not happen. But it's now a lap 25 out of the 27. Not much left of this race, and that's a yellow flag in sector 2. And that is the Aston Martin of Captain. I do not know what's happened to him, and that is front wing gone for Captain. He has gone off now. But yeah. Nothing major, no safety car, no nothing. Yep. But we will now enter in a couple of seconds, I mean, in like 20 seconds, we will enter the penultimate lap of this race. And oh, and that's Nixon Ipsu gone off there onto the gravel. Nixon Ipsu, but has regained the car, has regained control over the car. That's Captain
Gilhaz is right behind him.
But yeah, Gilhaz will have a chance at overtaking Nixon Ipsu on the main straights to take that P5 spot. I mean, he already had it in his hands mathematically. Yeah. So if Gilhaz just plays this safe, yeah, he automatically already has P5. Yeah, this has been a pretty interesting race, pretty complicated, pretty filled with drama in the first couple of laps. But as we go later in the race became less dramatic. It's now being pretty boring, but at least we still have one battle kind of going on, which keeps us a bit entertained. But we have pretty much we already pretty much have the winner since couple of laps ago, which is Ryan. And that's a yellow flag in sector 2. Who is that? That is I think just Captain getting lapped. That is the fact, I think. But now, as we've entered the final lap of this race, many drivers didn't seem to like it. Many drivers didn't want to be added. Well, as we now can see, they were right, pretty much. After the first lap, I thought, maybe also other people thought, that this is going to be a really, really entertaining race. It has turned out to be a really, really boring race. But, yep. Ultimately, there is only one driver that can take the trophy home. And in this case, that will be Ryan. Rimru Grenade has put up a great fight to try and gain back all the positions he lost in the first couple of laps. But Ryan has just gotten the better of it. He wasn't stuck in traffic, he wasn't involved in any major incidents in lap 2 or 3, or the early laps, I could say.
Yeah.
But yeah, ultimately, Rimru Grenade gave it his all. So did Ryan. But yeah, Ryan will be the first different winner since season 1, and Ryan has taken the checkered flag to win the Japanese Grand Prix in a fashionable style by 11.3 seconds of VMB Grenades. And that is MA Vinci getting a podium ladies and gentlemen. Then in P4 we've got Gilhaz, P5 Sayenu, P6 Nipsu Nipsu. Yeah, well done to everyone. Really great fight. But yeah, especially well done to Ryan winning on his debut race here in MCS. What a fast driver. As now we go onto the podium, and it's Ryan who lifts the trophy in Japan and gets the 26 points, including the pole position points that has been added this season. Yeah, VMV Grenades was ultimately faster in the race. But yeah, Ryan takes the win today.
We do. Let's do some
Grenades in P2, Emi Vinci in P3, Gilhaz in P4, Sayenu in P5, Nipsu Nipsu in P6, Nocti in P7, Pierre in P8, Captain in P9, Gigasus in P10, Cuba Racing 11th, and PRT Pistol last position. Gigasus, Cuba Racing, and PRT Pistol both 3 DNFs. Unlucky for them. Everyone did a great race today. Did their best. But yeah. Yeah, as I know what Makaluka is going to say, that will be interviews, probably, that he wants. First one for interview, I mean...
Should we interview VMV? I can already see it.
Well, yeah, I told Ryan to join on his phone because on PlayStation you can't, how do you call it, join in a stage, but, I mean, I guess we'll interview VMV Grenade first, yeah?
Yep.
Welcome,
VMV.
VMV, to the stage. Yeah, this race was pretty disappointing. That lap 1 incident, it was pretty sketchy. Pretty unlucky to drop many positions, and then also in the opening laps in like lap 2 and 3, you got in some other incidents, but ultimately you managed to recover the car up to P2. Well, as you saw, Ryan was a real rival today. Will you still have the same mindset after this race?
I have the same mindset. Ryan, I don't find it good. The space is a big cheat. With a bad setup, big temperature on the back of my car, a lot of dirty driver who takes me out of the track. Ryan who break my front rings. I lost 8 seconds in the pit. I lost again 10 seconds in the sector 3 with the Red Bulls who want to send me out of the track and get me in the spin. I appreciate this son of bitch. So yeah, I don't really care about Ryan. I'm not afraid of that performance. That's a P1 GG to him. But without my accident and without his unfair race, and without his when he broke my wings, I was P1 with 5 or 2 seconds in front. So I'm not afraid. I can treat everything with a bad setup like that. That's undrivable. But I'm not afraid. I will kill everyone on my way if someone try to block me.
Yeah, I just said right now. Yeah, those are some pretty big statements. Well, so you said you were not afraid of Ryan. Before the race, you two guys were talking about like the esports he was in. No, that was Starlight. But yeah, before the race, I mean, I would also think you still had the same mindset that you can still beat him. But yeah, today it was unlucky day for you. But yeah, do you think you beat him the next race and that you would take your second win of the season?
I don't think. I'm sure I will beat him. He's not on my level. I was better. I was faster, than him, with more laps on my tires. I think that's an argument for why I'm better than him. He had luck this weekend. Last weekend, I have the best pace, and I don't have luck with this stupid Mercedes who can't win with a crash gate. Today, I see that a lot of part of driver was versus me for the championship. That's not a problem. I will win.
Yeah. Thanks for your time. We'll see you next time out in Spain.
Next, I think.
Okay, next up will be Ryan, maybe, or Emma Vinci. Do
Vinci,
Ryan, I'd say.
Nexu 1-2, apparently.
Ryan. Yeah, join the stage, Ryan. Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, mate. Yeah. Well done for the race win today. After lap 1, both you and VMV Grenades drops loads of positions. Ultimately, yeah, you gains more positions, and you gained them also pretty fast. That gave you a bit of an advantage before the first pit window. I think you also had a bit of luck, like not dropping as much as VMV Grenade and getting stuck in the worst traffic of them all.
Pardon?
So wait, did you think your win today was, I mean, pretty much luck, or did you think it was also just mostly skill?
I'd say skill, but also a bit of luck with the way I got through. Don't know what this guy's saying about he was faster when it clearly shows who had the better pace, who managed to get through the traffic quicker, and not managed to get turned off in stupid little incidents. Pardon?
Yeah, so next race out in Spain. I mean, today, yeah, you proved to be a really quick driver, a race win on your debut. But yeah, next time out in Spain, do you think Spain is one of your better tracks, or do you think it's one of your worst?
Neither really, just neutral. Looking forward to it though. Hopefully I can show this guy that I'm faster than once again.
Yeah, at the end, mostly I was talking about maybe potential Crashgate 2.0. That Sayeni was maybe going to crash to bring out a safety car. If that would have happened, did you think they should have been disqualified from the race if they were proven guilty of that?
Well, proven guilty, of course, it should be disqualified, no matter what, even if he was.
How would I communicate with them when I'm talking here? So, and I would
but maybe like Sayenu with fairy grenades, yeah. But if just that would have happened, like, yeah. But yeah. So today you've proven that you can be in a championship fight with VMV Grenade. He has a race more advantage. But I mean, it's not sure if he will still be in all of the races this season, considering there's only 6 races left. I mean, do you think you still have time to win the championship?
We're sure in the race today, I think so. Just not getting caught up in the incidents. Like this guy not getting damaged, just getting my way through the pack. Yeah, I think so, 100%.
Yeah, thanks for your time. I'll see you next time out in Spain, Ryan.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome, Emma Vinci. I mean, Matt Kaluka said he was a really smart drive. Wait, what? He was talking Italian.
Yes, sì.
Oh. Yeah. You are a really smart driver. As Matt Kaluka said. With being smart, you can keep up those great performances that you've been having. The first race was a bit unlucky, more to the end, but this race turned out to be really great as you got a podium.
Sì, dopo quando mi ero girato alla Spoon ho cercato di recuperare. Il pilota Williams mi doveva reclamare per un rientro in pista pericoloso, però non lo so perché io mi ero appena girato in pista e lui aveva ancora spazio secondo me per rimanere in pista e non andare sull'erba. Però dopo quello è stata una bella gara. Ho cercato di recuperare e non far passare Nixo e il pilota Williams.
Yeah. So. The last couple of laps, the gap between you and Sayenu was around 5 to 5.5 seconds at one point. I think that was lap 24, 25-ish. Yeah, did you still think that you were going to get the podium? Because, of course, Sayenu had a 6-second time penalty. You didn't have one. So, yeah, did you still think you could have gotten the podium, as considering in the last 2-3 laps, you kind of lost a bit of time, but also won because you were battling with Gilhaz and Nix in Ipsu.
Negli ultimi 3 giri avevo le gomme oltre il 60%, tipo 70, ho finito la gara, ho fatto 17 giri con le hard. Volevo gestire però anche spingere però per rimanere nel gap dei 6 secondi del pilota McLaren per arrivare al podium. Poi agli ultimi giri, quando si sono avvicinati Nixu e il pilota Williams, quando ho visto che aveva superato il pilota Williams Nixu a curva 1 e ho cercato di difendere perché Nixu sapevo che aveva 3 secondi, quindi anche se mi sorpassava arrivavo avanti lo stesso, però non volevo perdere tempo per non perdere tempo col pilota davanti.
Yeah, so in the first couple of laps, well, of course, that lap point incident where 2-3 drivers got caught up in, where you managed to avoid that, and for a couple of, I think that was around 10 laps, you managed to stay with Kuba Racing and compete for the race lead. Was that just all part of thinking smart, or was that just, do you think that was pretty much a bit of luck that you didn't also get caught up in those incidents?
No, all'inizio quando hanno fatto l'incidente le 3 macchine io ho cercato di evitare, poi quando sono passato, dopo che si sono andati fuori, ho cercato di evitarli, li ho evitati, poi quando guardavo dietro ho visto che sono andati tutti e 3 nell'erba.
Yeah, thanks for your time, Emma Vinci. We'll see you next time out in Spain.
Next race in Spain.
Yeah. Bye.
So,
yeah, next in Ipsu.
What's up?
Yeah, you had a 3-second time penalty. at the end. Well, that's pretty much unlucky because I think that cost you like a P4 or P5. I mean, can you just talk us through to what happens for you to get that 3-second time penalty?
I don't know. I like kinda did. I don't know, kinda too wide or something. My setup. I don't know what happened, but yeah, I got so high wings. Like I got 30 and 21, and that cost me so much.
Yeah, you were turning out to have a pretty decent race, but why did you go for the choose stop?
Because my setup didn't want to do that.
Okay, so pretty much saying that your setup was, I
I
mean,
did
the
9
major
laps
cost.
and my tires was 57.
Yeah. So pretty much the setup was bad. That caused you to get unlucky and get the penalty, and just drop a couple of positions, needing to do the choose stop. Oh, do you think that in Spain you'll not make the same mistake again? To pick a wrong setup.
Yeah, I think I can do that though.
Yeah, and in Spain, do you think it's one of the better tracks of yours, or one of the worse?
It's like decent.
Yeah.
But today I was
Well-
happy because I can keep up with Ryan. Today I can keep up, and I think in Spain I can keep up too. But yeah,
Yeah. Thanks for your time, Nick Nipsu. We'll see you next time in Spain. Bye. That's pretty weird right now, but yeah. Versable. Is this Nocti? No, wait.
Hello. Wait, do you hear me?
Hello, yeah. Wait, which driver are you? Because from your Discord name, I don't recognize you.
No, I was just watching the race. I'm from Tier 2.
Oh. Well, yeah. What can I interview then, bro? Yeah, the race. From your POV, from a viewer's POV. Did you think it was pretty boring? Further to the end, or do you think it stayed relatively full of action or a bit?
I shouldn't say it was like boring, but yeah, it was like really different from each half, and yeah, it was not boring at all, but yeah, a little bit. But it was a good race. Yeah.
Yeah, as a driver yourself in Tier 2, do you think you want Japan removed off the calendar for next season, or do you think it's a relatively good track?
I think it's a good track though, but from my experience in Tier 2, there was like a lot of accidents, so I would love to have the Japan like as a permanent track, but I don't think it's gonna be like well for the others, because like 9 drivers slipped, and yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, question about yesterday in Tier 2. Well, you got P5. Well, was it a pretty chaotic race in your opinion? Was it sort of the same as today, or was it a bit of more action throughout the whole race?
No, I wouldn't say like action. I got a lot of action clips, but yeah, I got P5 in qualifying as well, but I got like pushed off the track like 3 times, so Yeah, I went up to, down to P13, but eventually I went to P5. But it was like an action race, but not really, because I was like, yeah, drivers were making mistakes, and I was like 30 seconds above Arda, I think, or fully.
Yeah, thanks for your time, Russell. We'll see you next time out in Spain.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this was it for the Japanese Grand Prix of Tier 1. We'll hope to see you next time out in Spain. We'll see you